Hey everybody, my name is Dan, and today I want to talk to you about Kintsugi, or the Japanese art of repairing pottery. Now, I feel super lucky because my mom is a potter, and so I get to use her beautiful stuff every day. But the flip side of that is that anytime something breaks, it makes it all the more painful. And so that's why I was excited to learn about Kintsugi, which allows me to make repairs like this. I've done these kind of repairs on a few of my mom's pieces, and what I like about this is that the philosophy is that the breaks are part of the object's history and not something to be hidden. And that same philosophy has been on our minds as my mom and I have worked to fix up this trailer. So in spots like this that were damaged, we haven't worked to try and make it perfect. We've just put a patch and left some of the damage because that is a sign of this trailer's history. So today we'll be working to repair this plate, which was one of my favorites. Traditionally, Kintsugi repairs use lacquer and gold dust, but today you can use epoxy, some gold colored dust, and a paintbrush. And the first step is to mix up this epoxy with this gold colored dust. I usually squeeze more than I think of this two-part epoxy out because I'd hate to be a bit short. And you don't want to add too much of this dust because I found the epoxy doesn't stick as well if you do. Mix for at least 20 seconds or until it's all uniform. So I generally brush each side with some of the epoxy. Try to get a nice even coat while keeping in mind that you have a limited amount of time to work with this epoxy. So we might end up gluing this one back together in 2 sessions. And you don't want to put too much on here because when you press the pieces together, it will ooze out. There we go, now just hold it patiently for a while. And for this epoxy, it says it sets in 5 minutes. But I have found, again, if you add too much of that gold colored dust, it doesn't set up quite as well. Nope, you can see it's starting to separate. So just hold it. And I've come to love kind of the random nature of the thickness of the veins of epoxy. And when you let go, just check to see if you see cracks opening up. And if you do, hold it longer. You can see the crack opening up there. I'm trying to use these to help support the pieces. The epoxy directions say to leave it undisturbed for 30 minutes, so we'll wait at least that long before gluing on the next piece. A crack kept appearing, so I thought it would cure better if I had it in a vertical position, so I found that it fit well in one of my mom's pots. So it's a couple hours later. It's always good to do a dry test fit to make sure the pieces will go together as expected. Now I'm going to wear gloves this time because I forgot how messy it gets. Again, I use a generous amount of epoxy, and a little bit of this gold color powder goes a long way. Feels like it's drying pretty quickly this time. Don't want to put too much on the thin parts because that will really gush out. And you may notice when you first press the pieces together that the epoxy creates quite a ridge when it first comes out, but that will settle out into a more gentle shape. To help hold this while it's curing, I've put the plate between some weights. So I left this between the weights for a couple hours, and I'll wait at least a day or two before I start using it. But now I can enjoy my mom's plate for a lot longer. And here you can see how it came out on the back. I hope this introduction to Kintsugi helps you save some of your favorite pottery, and hope to see you next time.